Janiyah, very sweet, very soft-spoken.
Tanisha Howard smiles a little when describing her daughter, Janiyah Walker, a teenager who likes to bake bread from scratch and watch Cupcake Wars on TV. But over the years, Tanisha says her daughter became less involved in their home and more engaged online.
She was just online doing stuff she had no business doing.
Janiyah went missing June 23, 2022 when she was 15 years old. Surveillance video shows the moments before her disappearance, carrying a backpack near East Reservoir in North Hubbard in Milwaukee's Brewers Hill neighborhood. Janiyah is now 16 and still has not returned home.
I know she went with somebody online. I don't know where she met them at. I don't know if she got on a bus, if she hitched a ride.
Breaking news right now. When people go missing, sometimes they make the news, like 13-year-old Deja Turner, 16-year-old LaKayla Sims, and 17-year-old Alexandria Smith. But many don't. The Milwaukee Police Department's policy is to investigate all reports of missing persons. They notify the public if a case is considered critical. Critical can mean they have a physical, mental, or other at-risk issue. The disappearance is not voluntary. There's a condition that requires life-saving medication, or it's a child 11 years old or younger. It leaves a gray area for children as young as 12 who don't qualify as a critical missing. Through an open records request, 12 News obtained hundreds of pages of documents regarding missing persons cases in Milwaukee. Records show some 350 open missing persons cases from 2022 alone. About 65% are teenagers. Many are between 13 and 17 years old, still potentially in danger, but most too old to be deemed critical. For teenage girls who go missing, is it a concern with human trafficking?
We've had missing juveniles that are victims of human trafficking, but it's important to know that we do ask them, were you a victim of a crime? And some of them don't want to report right away. Some of them don't want to tell their story, what happened to them.
Callahan Walsh, executive director for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, says online connections can play a huge role in missing cases.
Many of the cases that we see are these children who are being groomed by online predators. They're being lured from their home, manipulated to believe that they're entering a consensual relationship, an appropriate relationship, when it's absolutely not that.
Walsh says grooming starts with a connection. This can be on social media or a gaming platform. Predators will build trust, isolate the child, then oftentimes turn it sexual. Last year, the center received more than 32 million reports of suspected online child sexual exploitation.
Any child who's living their life online and spending, more and more time online, there's more opportunities to exploit that child.
The mom that I talked to, she said her worst nightmare started in her home.
It's every parent's worst nightmare to have their child groomed and essentially kidnapped. Just because your kid's sitting there on your couch, you don't exactly know who that child is talking to and what kind of behavior they're experiencing online. Internet has created life for the better in so many ways, but it's also created new ways to exploit our children. And unfortunately, we just can't raise our kids the same way our parents raised us.
In hopes of finding her daughter, Tanisha took her story to a national audience, opening up in a Lifetime Network documentary.
There's just so much going on in my head. I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
The documentary brought attention to the disparity in media coverage and search efforts for missing Black girls and women.
Kirsten Pierce from Channel WISN Channel 12 aired. She came out and interviewed me, and I didn't have a clue that she was going to connect my story with a resource as big as the Black and Missing Foundation.
Tanisha says the more people who know about Janiyah's disappearance, the better chance she'll see her daughter again. Do you believe your daughter's alive?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Do you think you'll ever see Janiyah again?
Yeah, I do. I have hope I'm gonna see her again. I dream about her. And the dreams be so real, I hate waking up.
And Kristen joins us now here in the studio. Kristen, the 3 other girls you mentioned in that piece, they were found.
Yes, Milwaukee police say they are no longer missing. Those 3 girls were deemed critically missing, so their cases immediately went on the news and they were shared on social media.
But many kids don't get that kind of attention.
No, not at all. A lot of people would say that they don't get that attention, and it helps when their family and friends are drawing attention to the family situation. That way that it helps to supplement the police investigation. MPD has about 30 officers assigned to their sensitive crimes unit, which handles more than just missing kids, and 1 person oversees all the missing person cases that they investigate.